Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a pregnancy update. Now, before I get into that, I'm just going to acknowledge the elephant in the room right now. I've been nesting and I have basically been rearranging my filming room, which I probably shouldn't have been doing because my back kind of hurts now. Oh, also too, if you can hear my heater on, I had to turn on because I had my window open in here before, just kind of like air it out. But this isn't what like the background is going to look like forever. This is just kind of like temporary right now. I'm planning on like setting up places in our apartment where I can just have a filming setup, I guess you could say, like having more places where I can film, I guess. So there are gonna be at least like 2 or 3 places in here where I can film. This is also going to be partially Luna's room, so that side of the room is gonna be like her stuff and she does have some clothes over there. And then this side of the room is gonna be kind of my stuff. Anyway, that is not what we're talking about today. So I'm gonna be doing my 27 and 28 week update. This is gonna be going up a little bit late because I am halfway through my 29th week. It is Wednesday and it's the 3rd. What you guys have probably already noticed, I am sick right now. I've been sick since, oh my gosh, how long have I been sick? It seems like a really long time. Pretty sure it's just from weather changing, because literally one weekend it was snowing. There was like a storm. I call it a storm because in Tennessee it was a storm, but for me it wasn't. It was like 3 inches of snow and I was like, okay, what's this? This past weekend it was like 70 degrees. Like it was literally 70 degrees yesterday. I don't know what's going on, but my body doesn't know what's going on either. And then also the kids at my job, their bodies didn't know what was going on either. So they were sick and rubbing their snotty noses all over me and coughing in my face and all that jazz. And you know, it doesn't matter how many times you wash your hands. If you're gonna get sick, you're gonna get sick, especially if you're pregnant. It happens a lot more easily than if you are not. Yeah, so that's been something I've been dealing with lately, which has been really annoying because being sick while you're pregnant is just so much worse than like just being sick normally. And this has been like a really kind of pathetic sickness. Like it hasn't even been like I've been very sick before. And I mean, I haven't had a fever. The main thing has been just like congestion, a lot of mucus. My throat has started hurting more recently, but it wasn't hurting before. And then I just kind of have like this persistent cough. So for the whole sickness thing, I've been using cough drops, just like basic Hall's cough drops. I did look up all these things to make sure they were safe for while I'm pregnant. Only if I need them, I'll maybe use like 1 a day. Also for my throat, I've been drinking like warm to hot-ish, like as hot as I can stand it, water. And then I put like half a lemon in it and a shit ton of honey. And basically been drinking that at least once a day, and that kind of helps soothe my throat a little bit. Any kind of tea really helps soothe my throat. I had actually taken earlier in my pregnancy, when I had gotten sick, I had taken Robitussin, because that's one of the medicines that's safe when you're pregnant. So I just got some Robitussin. It's just like the one for cough. It's like the basic one, once a day, because I hate taking medicine. I think I said this in my last video, but I hate taking things, but especially while I'm pregnant, I've just hated it even more because, I don't know, it's just, even though a lot of things are supposed to be safe, I just don't like to risk it. Along with the whole sickness thing has come sleeping trouble because I have been so congested and so like blocked up in this area that it's just been horrible trying to breathe. Then of course I'd be sleeping with my mouth open, which would make my throat hurt even more because my mouth get really dry. When that started happening, I started waking up during the night having the worst coughing fits ever. And it was to the point where it would last for like maybe 5 minutes or so. I would just be coughing until I like drank some water. So Robitussin has been helping with that, but also I have realized that I need to sleep sitting up, And that's another thing that's been helping with my back pain, because I have been having a little bit more back pain than I was before, especially when I'm sleeping or when I'm in bed. It's getting really uncomfortable to sleep on my side, which is weird. It's almost like the baby is so heavy that when I lay on my side, even if I put a pillow under, because what I used to do is put a pillow like horizontally under my back, so then if I turn whichever way I'd turn from side to side, there would still be the pillow supporting my belly. And I was doing that for a little bit, but it wasn't helping. Like, it wasn't helping my back pain at all. And I like had it set up where I had like so many pillows to try to help me get into a more comfortable position, and it just wasn't working out. Decided to try to start sleeping sitting up. It's been great. I've been sleeping, like the last 2 nights, I've been sleeping pretty great. I haven't had coughing fits because I think sleeping elevated helps me breathe better, and then also it helps with my back for some reason. I do believe in week 27 she did have a growth spurt. I think I might have talked about it in my last video, that I felt like she was going to. I tend to get really itchy and start having a lot of round ligament pain and back pain when she's about to have a growth spurt, or she has had a growth spurt. My body has kind of adjusted the last probably like week or so to her weight gain. So I have had Braxton Hicks a few times. I started having them in probably like my 20th week of pregnancy, and it wasn't like that often. I actually had gotten to the point where I was having them every night about an hour or so, if that, after I got home from work. I don't know if it was the stress or like strain that I was putting on my body, but every time I would come back from work, I would have Braxton Hicks. I don't think they're nearly as bad as my Braxton Hicks will be later on, but it basically felt like period cramps. If I drank like a lot of liquid or something, or like ate a whole bowl of soup, that's kind of like what it would feel like. Just kind of like it was not necessarily stretching, because it didn't feel like it was stretching. It didn't feel like there was more room, it felt like there was less room. I still have it occasionally, but it hasn't nearly been as often as I was before. And then I guess along with being sick too, I have been blowing my nose a lot and stuff, so I have noticed that my nose has been bleeding. Not necessarily like, I haven't really had like a bloody nose, but like when I blow my nose, there's blood in the mucus, so that's a thing. I did have a doctor's appointment my 28th week, and it was actually pretty exciting because my sister and my mom got to come with me. My sister was in town for a couple days, and she got to come and go to my appointment with me. So it was just like a basic checkup. It wasn't really anything too much going on. They're rotating me around all of the doctors so that if my doctor can't deliver the baby, I'll already know the other doctors beforehand, if that makes any sense. So far I've met 2 of the other doctors. Yeah, 2 of the other doctors. They've been really nice. So my last appointment before this one, I did have my glucose test, and I did tell you guys the results for that and what they told me and all that jazz. That my iron was low. She just kind of reiterated that and said that I should be taking iron pills and all that jazz. I have been taking my iron pills. I have been eating a lot of spinach. I've been eating a green smoothie every day, or drinking a green smoothie every day, and also incorporating spinach into my meals, and eating a lot of iron-rich foods. So I think I've been doing pretty good with that. I'm not sure if they're gonna check my iron levels again sometime, but she did say that my iron is really low, so I need to make sure that I am staying on top of that. Your stomach is supposed to measure the same as the amount of weeks you are, so I believe it was like 28. And then of course they weighed me. I gained 3 pounds since my last appointment, which is kind of weird to me because the appointment before that, I feel like I like gained quite a bit of weight before my next one, but she said it wasn't that big of an issue. She did say since I am smaller, or started out smaller, she would like me to gain a little bit more weight, but not to force myself to gain any weight, just make sure that I'm eating and stuff. And eating properly, which honestly I wasn't doing, especially when I was sick. There hasn't really been anything else. Her heartbeat sounded really great. I think it was like around 150 something, which that's what it usually is. She's been moving a lot. Like, I feel like, especially since she has had a growth spurt, she is obviously a lot bigger now, and her movements are a little bit different than they were before. They're not as fast, I guess you could say, as they were previously. They're definitely a lot slower and a lot more like rolling, I guess you could say. That's what I read on one of my pregnancy updates, that the movements turn into more like rolling motions rather than like kicks. About a week and a half ago or something, I think it was during like my 27th week, she turned sideways and I could feel it, because I feel like she's kind of either like diagonal or I feel like lately she's had like her feet in my ribs, or she's breech, so her feet are down. But I could feel her completely sideways, and my stomach was like a square. It looked like a cube, and it kind of made me nervous a little bit because I was like, I felt like she might get stuck, but she was just chilling. I did want to say, when I started taking my iron pills, I did definitely notice a change in my bowel movements. This might be a little TMI, whatever. They did like change in color, which I've heard happens to a lot of people, which was, I kind of expected it. I mean, I have like digestion issues and stuff, so I've seen pretty much everything when it comes to poop, and it wasn't really that big of a deal to me. I did notice that I was really constipated for about like a week or so after I started taking the iron pills. Like, it was pretty bad. Like, I had to actually go to the bathroom and like stay in there for a long period of time, which if anybody knows me, if anybody knows me or knows about my pooping habits, which is pretty much only Chris, he knows that it doesn't take me that long to poop. But I have been more constipated than I was then, so it wasn't really that bad to me. I did have my baby shower this weekend. That's also another reason why my sister was here. We had our baby shower, and I will do like a little mini vlog of the DIY project that I did for the baby shower, and also a little bit of the baby shower, because we didn't really vlog the baby shower. We just kind of like filmed clips, and I kind of still need to see what we have or what we came up with. But there is that. I do want to do a baby shower haul. I don't know if that might be weird for you guys. I haven't done like a baby clothes or like things we've gotten for the baby type of video, but I think it would just be interesting to see what we have so far. I am planning on starting to pack my hospital bag soon, because I am going to be 30 weeks on Monday, and I just feel like I should be prepared. You never know. So I think my mom's gonna help me go shopping for that, and then I will show you guys what I have in that. So the baby shower was really fun. I really enjoyed it. That's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think of it down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Love you. Bye. Okay, so excuse the stain on my shirt. This is why I never wear this shirt, because literally, what is that? What is that, grease from french fries? Oh, dang it, that's what I was gonna make I started making lunch, and I was gonna make fries for lunch. Oh well. This is what it looks like from this side. And this side. Woo! Oh my gosh, I look massive. Every day I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh my goodness, how is this even possible right now? So it looks like from the front. I am getting some lovely love handles. This is what the belly looks like.